Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to the seventh day of the 12 days of Christmas. I'm going to scrap this picture of my oldest grandson. It's not a great picture. Well, there's several roles that I didn't get developed immediately, and they're all like that. I guess the camera got damaged or something. But I'm scrapping it anyway. It's pretty old. Well, he's 25 now, and he's like 2 there. Yeah, but I'm finally scrapping it. I was showing the white template that I used. It's the same one I used on the layout yesterday. Only I only did half of the Christmas tree that on that one. And I'm doing the whole thing on this one. Well, except for the trunk. I am doing the trunk separately. I'm adding that little pine branch. It come from a diamond press die and stamp set. Holiday foliage, I believe it's called, or Christmas foliage or something. And I cut all of them out one by one. But I really liked that little die, and I thought it'd be perfect on the tree because they did not need to be very big. That scrap of paper, I'm kind of thinking it's Bo Bunny, and then the other ones we are memory keepers. I'm showing that punch. I punched that out last year, and if you get a close look at it, you can tell it's not very good. That's why it didn't end up on a layout last year. But I thought I'd be able to put the photo over the worst part of it and nobody'd be able to tell. I'm using that scrap of paper for my trunk and I am going to ink it. I did ink everything already, so I wouldn't have to ink it except for the trunk. And I did flip the tree over while I was showing it to you and showed that it's inked red on the back. I was watching some videos while I was doing it. Well, I shouldn't have been watching. I should have just been listening because I inked the backside in red if you look really close. It is brick red, and it's what I used on the red parts on the layout. And yeah, I had to flip it over then and use the other side so I could ink it in green. I wanted to use a tree on here because he is decorating the tree, of course. And when I was looking, well, I think I took 2 pages out of that little 6x6 on a layout a few days ago, and I noticed these tree rounds. Um, and the first thing I thought of, since I'm doing Christmas layouts, is ornaments for a tree. And I thought, I'm going to have to do a tree with ornaments on there. So when I was looking through my photos, I was trying to pick out one that it would look good with the ornaments on there. So I wanted a boy layout. And I'm going to, well, I first fussy cut some stuff out. And they're Carta Bella, I believe, a Merry Christmas or something. It's a few years old. I'm not quite sure. But I only had a few things. I couldn't find enough stuff small enough to go on those tree rounds. So then I thought, well, I'll figure out something else. So they're going on there, the few that I found. And then I fussy cut out some little ornaments. Almost all of them were green. I love green, but I'd rather had a variety of colors for my tree. But most of them are green, so yeah, they're going on there. And I had 3 of the puffy sticker ones, and I thought if I don't find enough on these 2, I will dig out the other one. It's the same as one of these, but it was brand new. And yeah, they came in a warehouse box, so I had plenty of these puffy stickers. But I really wanted the tiny ones to go on here. And yeah, I'm having a hard time deciding. I don't want the exact same thing on all of them, of course, so I'm trying to pick out whatever will fit that I like, of course, for the tree. I am being a little picky, so that's why it's taken a while. It is sped up, so yeah, it's taken a while. And when I was looking at the tree, oh, I'm finally showing you that branch, finally. And then this is Cottage cuts, and it's a Santa, sleigh, and little reindeer. However, surprisingly, I am not going to use the Santa. I got to thinking, well, I seen when I was hunting for stuff to go on the little tree rounds, I had a baggie of all kinds of stuff, the ephemera, and well, stickers I'd put on cardstock and things I planned on fussy cutting out and hadn't done it yet. And I seen a letter to Santa that was Chamel. And I thought, well, I could do like a little post office thing because I also seen uh, mailing service and airmail. And I got to thinking about a sleigh with reindeer taking letters to the North Pole. Yeah, I know my mind wanders when I am looking at scrapbooking stuff. So I decided to make it look like it was mail delivery and it was just Rudolph doing it with no Santa. So it is got gifts in there that I had fussy cut out. And I was going to do a mailbag. And I thought, well, I'll do a sample to make sure. First, I started it rectangular like they normally are. And then I thought, no, I want to make it kind of like a Santa bag. So I did it. And then I had this, well, it was a big tag, but it had these little dotted lines on the bottom. So I thought, well, I'll use that to put mail on there. I used a sharp point, fine point, is it called? Sharpie, and wrote mail, and it still looked big. And I went to put it on my bag that I'd already cut out, just free-handed cut out. And I had to cut it down till it was like really close around the word mail. And of course, I didn't have nothing else with the little dotted lines. And I thought, well, I think I'm just going to use my sample once I looked and couldn't find anything else in the little sleigh instead of making another one. So I pulled out some really fine twine to put around it and tie it. It came with a tag set I got a long time ago that were in French and I used for ultra dart. And I never put this twine on there because I kept thinking I really love that twine. I'll save it for scrapbook pages instead. So yeah, I still have that twine, and I guess I've used all the red up. The only red that I had in there was the one that wrapped around the rest of it. So I used a green and off-white instead. I'm adding the little snowflakes from the snowflake punch, the border punch. I forgot to show it to y'all. But yeah, these are the throwaway parts. I did punch them out and I did get my die in, but most of those snowflakes are bigger than what I was intending. It was bigger than a 4x6. So yeah, I'm punching them out of the border die still. And at the end, when I take the pictures, I do remember that I had my Wink Stella pen laying there. So I will brush on some of that really fine glitter on them. And you will see it in the photos at the end. If you can see it good enough. I don't know if the photos pick that up or not. But I fussy cut all these presents out. And I think, well, I know it's Carta Bella. But I think it's the same one that I've been using. I cut out that whole page of those little tiny presents last year or year before. But that many of them, they last a while. The and I will remember to show this die too, kind of late. I'm falling down on the job on this layout here. But it is called Wingo Dingo or Dingo Wingo, one or the other. It's Sizzix. And it's kind of wonky and cute, and I haven't used it in a while. It's one of those long slit ones that I think they're called decorative strips. And yeah, it has the uppercase and lowercase all on one. And those are lowercase s's. Even though they don't look it, they are lowercase s's. The uppercase is bigger. And yeah, I am putting my white splatters on here, of course, when I am not done with the layout. I had a sticker sheet I had pulled out. Oh, there's this decorative strip that I'm showing. Anyway, I pulled that out, laid it there, told myself to use it, and just really almost forgot. So, yeah, I had to do it after my splatters yet again. But I knew I wanted to use that sticker right under the photo, and it's Wonder and Magic. And then there was a few others that I wanted to use. Oh, the one I put on the sleigh is the wrong one. I don't even know why I grabbed that one. I guess it was the color and I wasn't paying attention. But I want I Love Santa. And I will notice it says Merry Christmas instead of I Love Santa. And it will, yeah, it's getting changed out now. You would have thought I would have read it when I pulled it off, or at least when I put it on the sleigh. But I didn't. And down in the bottom right hand corner, I'm putting Holiday Love and Laughter. Well, I put it first. And then he's making a list, and the last one will be Mistletoe Kisses. And then I'm going to add one more cluster up above the photo. And when I come back to do the, after the splatters has dried, and I had supper, I uh, went when I came back, I noticed, well, that's when I put the Wink of Stella on, but I also had looked in this, that same container that had the other stuff in there, and did find a couple of sprigs that I could cut out. And so one more will go up there on the sleigh, and then one will go in the cluster above the photo. They're just really tiny, but I think they make a difference. So yeah, they're going on there. And I thought, I have not put enamel dots on any of my layouts in, oh, probably a couple of weeks. So I thought, I am going to put them on the next layout. And so, yeah, do have enamel dots on this one. And that's it. That's my layout. And be sure to check everybody else out that are on the hop. Their link will be down there below. And you might find somebody new to subscribe to. But chances are you already are subscribed to them. But there's my Christmas Joy, and he is just grinning from ear to ear. And there's my tree, and I just put the little branches all over to give it texture, to make it just a little bit different than just plain Jane flat paper on there. And my tree rounds, of course. There is all my little ephemera for the postal service here. And my sleigh and my reindeer. And of course, he is Rudolph because he has a red nose. The one on the picture for the die has it also. And there's that little spray that I mentioned I fussy cut out and put on there. If you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you watching my video. I know there's plenty others out there you could be watching, but I appreciate you watching mine. Have a happy, scrappy day. Take care and stay safe. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully, this will be loaded up by tonight. Have fun on the hop. Bye.